People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Believe half of what you see on social media. Believe half of what you hear. Whenever any sorts of incident occurred, you are always going to have persons that come up with all sorts of motive, all sorts of story. Half or more of the times it is not true. Now there's been a couple of incidents in Portmore where BERYLLIUM security guards, they are under ATTACK by gunmen. In one incident in Portmore Pines, they robbed $10 million. A next incident at some other bank, Scotiabank to be specific, they took $23.2 million, so $33.2 million total. Now we've been hearing all sorts of rumors that yes, the Popo them have a suspect, and the latest thing that is on social media is that they held 5 persons, 5 suspects. One of those suspects is a Popo. The vehicle, the Axio, there were 2 vehicles involved, a Subaru and an Axio. The rumor that is spreading is that the Axio is registered to the Popo that they held. The rumor also said they found some of that $23 million and also a firearm that was seized. Let me analyze all of this rumor and make our pick sense out of nonsense. First thing first, I told you before, I have spoken to persons that are investigating the case. Me know so them have a name, me know so them have a AKA, me know so them have some sorts of location. However, them a do them job. Don't know if any sorts of Popo was involved based on conversations that I've had with these people. Them now go jump the GUN. They are doing proper investigation. That means whenever them launch, they are going to get the people can wind them way out of the problem. So therefore, as it stands right now, there is no sorts of Popo in custody. There is no 5 people that was held. 1 person was held before as a person of interest, not as a suspect. So therefore, do not get ahead of yourselves. The next thing as it pertains to the vehicle. Yes, there were 2 vehicles that the people abandoned. One of the vehicles, the window them pretty much SHOT out. That was the Subaru. Here are the facts about those 2 vehicles. One of those vehicles is stolen and the next one a different plate than what is registered to the vehicle. So pretty much both of those vehicles are stolen. As it pertains to some sorts of fire piece being recovered at the scene along with some sorts of cash, there was no sort of report by the Popo, by BERYLLIUM security, that they lost any sorts of fire piece. So people, in totality, we see that this is BS. This rumor is being spread by some sorts of person that don't have a life, don't have a wife, don't have a kid, don't have any sort of responsibility. Even if they do, they must seek some sorts of attention. They are what we call attention seeking, WHORES. They want some sorts of spotlights. Like them always say, the devil always finds work for idler. However, what we've come to realize that social media has become a place for idler. People are not interested in the truth. So therefore, if you can come up with some sorts of story that is even better than the truth, more entertaining, like I always say, who needs the truth when the lie is more entertaining? Point blank and period. Further on in the news, a politician, call him Mr. P, Mr. Purcell, He was literally caught with his pants down. Now, I don't know what are the circumstances that would lead this man to feel as if it was a very bright idea to post some sorts of video or go live on social media and shaking his little teely like some sorts of salt shaker with him shrivel up balls them hang down. And what is even more disturbing, and what you could understand, maybe him have a little freaky girlfriend, Freaky wife, and she not seen him for a very long time, so therefore them have some sort of live PHONESEX. And not to say that it was not some sort of very disturbing video, for see a man about him 70s, stripped down like a onion, and a shake up himself and a gyrate like some sorts of go-go. What was even worse is when he literally flipped his lid and flipped over on all fours and I show the whole of him morning, meaning his rear. Him turn some sorts of rear end mechanic. Now people, in the middle of making this video like clockwork, like coincidence, my source sent me a statement that was made by this man himself. I am going to read. I am also going to post it on the video if you look at your screen. It says, "Good morning, comrades. I am aware, as most of you are aware, seeing the video posted of me. It was done by some person in the United States of America, bracket USA. It was released in America. It was cut, paste, and turned how they wanted it to be. It's part of a scam. I will be doing what is right to get those involved bring to justice. I want to thank you all for your good words of encouragement and support, standing by my side during this time when I need you most." And it is signed, H00D, that is his name. Now people, whenever anybody make any sorts of damning allegations against you, especially when you are a politician, you will have to do some sorts of damage control. You will have to do whatever it takes to regain your reputation, regain your dignity and your pride. However, you have to have some sorts of footing to stand on. Now I understand that we live in an information technologically advanced age. And there are some good people that are good with Photoshop, graphic artists, the likes of Disney, Pixar, companies like those. However, in my opinion, when I look at this video that shows the man, all the wrinkles in his face, pan him belly, pan everything imaginable, it would be hard for me, in my opinion, to say that this is Photoshop. There is not enough advancement in a technology that could have done what I seen, unless, of course, like me say, it is some sort of expert. That is my opinion. This man knew that he had to do something. Something is better than nothing. He could not just sweep this one under the rug because people may say it was pretty bad. It shows him not only exposing himself, it also shows that he might also have some fishy side, in my opinion. Now people, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat or literally tickles your fancy, that is up to you. However, whenever you are a politician for the JLP or the PNP, I actually had to watch this video, stomach watching this video, call it say, me take one for the team. Well, take that back. That sound kind of HOMO, but you get the points. Now me have to ask the question, under what circumstance does a man that is a public figure, that is a politician in a Jamaica, feel as if it is the right thing to do? Who are you trying to impress with your little shrivel up balls, your little shrivel up DICK, and your little shrivel up body? Now people, I don't want to judge because we see this world is getting weirder and FREAKIER by the second. So maybe there is some sorts of fetish out there for all sorts of shrivel up PORN. But me just say, if you and your partner, they are parts, and you feel like sharing some sorts of picture, some sorts of video, and that picture or video is going to be in confidence, I am assuming this man pretty much lost his mind, meet some sorts of FREAKY man more than likely, or some sorts of women that are into all sorts of things. That means them go lean, them go straight, any which way that you want it. It is an equal opportunity enter target. People, me no know, them go front door, them go back door. That is exactly what I am saying. And the truth and the fact is that whatever you and your partner do behind closed door in the privacy of his or her home, that is their business. However, it is obvious that this man was caught slipping. Somebody set him up and somebody put out the video out there for people like me to see. Now people, there's a saying, if you're there bush and a SHIT and see one blogger, take it up and run, or else they are going to put it up on social media. And people, such is the case. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called, be very careful of the people that want to stop and render you assistance. Most of the time, they are not good Samaritans. Most of the time, they are wolves in sheep clothing. I am speaking about a 35-year-old man. His name is Ricardo Gray. He is from a place called Golden Grove that is in St. Thomas. He was recently charged for trying to RAPE a young lady and also using a prohibited weapon. That means one hot tool. Based on the information from the complainant, she had some sort of electrical problem. People, me no know if the light get cut off because she never paid the bill or them disconnect the trope. However, this man, Mr. Gray, decided that, yeah, me can fix your problem. The lady said, alright, no problem, that sounds good. She was kind of naive. Them going at the house. Once them going at the house, and him supposed to flip on the switch, him flip the lid, him start hold the lady by her neck at GUN point and start point him gun after her. It is said that he tried to forcibly RAPE this lady. However, she got out of his grasp and she take care herself, start to scream, and then the neighbor them come to her assistance. This man was held by the Popo. He was put on some sorts of identification parade, and the lady identified him as the person that ASSAULTED her. Needless to say, this man was charged for RAPE and also a hot tool. Needless to say, this is supposed to be a slam dunk case, open and shut, because you have the victim, them have the toll, them have the complaint that him try to hold her. When them hold on upon him, he was caught literally with his hand in the cookie jar. Moral of the story is this: everything is not what it seems. Don't be naive, don't be gullible. Most importantly, if you cannot pay your bill, no stranger is going to come and take you out of that problem or pay that bill or connect that light. More than likely, he will disconnect your life, disconnect your morals and your dignity. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.